Hi, it's Mr. Leighton here. We're going to talk about the essential question of Unit 1, the rise of democracies. What are the origins, roots of democracy? The first is the legacy of ancient Greece. They came up with the idea of natural laws that applied to humans. They came with the idea of direct democracy in their city-states. Athens, for example, had 3 branches of government. They also came with the concept of citizenship, and the first one to have citizen juries. The next is the legacy of ancient Rome. The idea of the republic or representative government came about during ancient Rome, specifically the ancient Roman Republic. And the citizens of the state, not the subject of a ruler, concept was also furthered by Rome. They were the first ones to have kind of a legal written code with a specific rule of law, and all citizens were equal under that law. So it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, or where you were from. As long as you were a citizen, you were under the same law. The third root is the Judeo-Christian Tradition. This is the duty of the individual and community to combat oppression. That's very important in democracy, and that came about during this tradition. Also, the worth of the individual and the quality of people before God. The next is the Renaissance. Encouraged people to question authority, placed importance on the individual, and if people could interpret the Bible for themselves, they could also choose how to worship. Then why couldn't they decide how to be ruled for themselves? So this kind of led to kind of political freedoms as well. So the question is can you really have religious freedom without political freedom, or vice versa? Can you have political freedom without religious freedom, or do they kind of go hand in hand? The next root is the English legacy. The Magna Carta, the Glorious Revolution, the English Bill of Rights. This led to the continued idea of rule of law, parliamentary governments, which are all over the globe today, individual liberties, and constitutional monarchy, which is a democratic form of government. The next root is the Enlightenment. John Locke came with the idea of natural rights. Voltaire came with the idea and defended the idea of freedom of speech, which is essential to democracy today. Rousseau came with the idea of a social contract, that people enter into a contract with the government, so when the government breaks that social contract, they can actually form a new government. Montesquieu came with the idea of separation of powers. And the final root is the democratic revolutions. The American Revolution led to the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, also the Declaration of Independence. And the French Revolution, the important document there was the Declaration of Rights of Man and of Citizen.